Welcome back to the 6 hours sultriness of interviews by Fan Service TV. This is Gavin.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Pocky. And...
Oh, I have to introduce myself.
Well,
I'm Shelly Eager. I'm the music supervisor for the Oceanmaker. Thanks for having me on.
You guys may recognize her from being on the show before, Cinematic Symphony. She's a veteran. She likes us.
I do like you
We
guys.
are contagious. All right, so in a nutshell, tell everyone what Oceanmaker is, because I tried to explain it to the last crew, and they're like, whoa, that sounds awesome.
Well, first of all, the Oceanmaker is exceedingly awesome, so I'll start with that. It's an animated short, and our byline is, after all the seas have disappeared, a courageous young female pilot fights against vicious sky pirates for control of the last remaining source of water, the clouds.
I'm telling you, it is fantastic.
Thank you.
The interesting thing about this movie is there's a reason we have no voice actors here right now.
Okay.
And that's because there's none, right?
There's absolutely no dialogue in our film whatsoever. Our heroine, without giving too much away, receives a little bit of an injury, and so she kind of, cries a little bit, and that's it. So no dialogue.
There's no dialogue. This is such a strong animated short that everything that's happening based off the actual animation and the expressions and the fantastic music.
The fantastic music. Let's definitely talk about that.
The music behind this film really, really draws you in, and it's the visuals, it's the emotion, but without all the music, because it's literally orchestrated from beginning to end, it doesn't set the right tone.
That's absolutely correct. And the score was written by the absolutely inimitable Chris Raymond. He's a professor out at UT El Paso. He also wrote the score for our first film, which was called Pigeon Impossible. It's received over 12 million views on YouTube, so it's been a viral hit, and we're obviously hoping to do the same with Oceanmaker. And we actually did some very interesting things with this film. There were a lot of things that were unconventional. Production was unconventional. We took the crew down to Key Cocker, Belize, because we didn't pay anyone. We didn't have any money, and so we thought a good way to get folks to show up and do a lot of do coding and animating, and we went to Key Cocker, Belize for 6 weeks. So that was fantastic. And then on top of that, the additional thing that's unusual, especially for an animated short, is that we recorded with a live orchestra. So live orchestra, a full choir, and a percussion ensemble. So 100 people worked on this film. 50 were musicians.
Did you get to play any of that music? Because you quite play music very well, I have to say.
Oh, well, thank you very much. For those at home who don't know, I'm the executive director of Cinematic Symphony, and I also play the clarinet. And yes, I did play on the soundtrack.
There you go. So when you hear it,
I hope so. She is one of the music people behind it.
Yes.
So when you approached this, I know how good you guys are at music. I've seen what you guys do.
Thank you.
Were you daunted at all with the prospect of there not being any dialogue? Was there that much extra pressure that the music really had to kind of cement that in?
Well, I think that with Chris Raymond has done this before. He's done this many times before. And it's just I'm sorry, I'm stumbling for an answer here, but I think it's part of what you do as a composer. I mean, the music drives it along. That is what composers of film music understand. And so it's just the job.
See, I always figured that, like they say, the best scores are the ones you don't notice, but add to the emotion.
Yes.
But this one, you have to notice it because it is the emotion.
It is the emotion in the entire film.
I think I would have been a little frightened to be like, hey, do you mean there's no talking? No one's saying, hey, I need a taco in the middle of it? No.
No catchphrases here.
No catchphrases in this film, yo. Unless it's woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, that's right. No catchphrases. But no, I think that Chris Raymond obviously just did a wonderful, wonderful job on this. And it's really stellar.
Because there's no dialogue.
Yes.
Was writing for this script or having the writer was like, okay, we have to really express what's going on here with this.
Yes, and it's our film only took 1.5 years to make, which for animation is incredible.
Amazing.
That's very short.
Absolutely amazing. It was all done on laptops, and I think it actually shows our director Lucas Martel's storytelling ability. That he's very, very creative. He has a tendency to be very reflective and sort of quiet. But when he sort of goes away, and then he comes back, and he's done something absolutely brilliant. And there was absolutely just lots of discussion over every single shot, every single angle. How does this move the story forward? Does it move the story forward? If it didn't, it was out.
did you guys ever really sit there and contemplate, should we have dialogue?
No, it was never
It
contemplation.
was never a, hey, whatever.
And part of that honestly goes into production costs. It's very expensive to have dialogue, to have A, voice actors, and then B, when you go into the festival circuit, to have to pay to have everything translated, have new voiceover actors, or to run subtitles.
So how many festivals has this shown in so far?
Oh my gosh, 11.
And how have people been taking it?
It has done very well. We won Best Animated Short at Rockport. We won an audience prize at Les Nuits Magiques, which is a very prestigious animated film festival in Bègle, France. And, of course, now we're at South by, which is incredibly
And it premiered for the first time last night?
Yes, sir. It did last night in the Texas Shorts program.
How was that?
It-
Wait, it's an animated. Why was it on Texas Shorts?
We were the only animated short in the Texas Shorts program.
That seems a little unfair there. They don't want to put you up against the other cartoons. They're like, oh, wait, no, there's way too many talking in these other ones.
I think it's more nice to them. It's all like, oh God, over here in the shorts, your quality is this good.
I'll tell you, the quality of our Texas filmmakers, the quality of the work that
It's amazing.
that is in the festival this year is absolutely, absolutely amazing.
Did you feel that when you're like, I got to go to France, thank God I get to go South by Southwest.
I can sleep in my
can
house.
sleep in my
I don't have to worry about
house.
parking.
I can take a shower.
Yeah, I can take a shower. I don't have to worry about a hotel room or any of that. No, we didn't travel to France, actually.
Aw.
A lot of what happens is film festivals are business just like anything else, and filmmakers often don't get hotel rooms or especially plane tickets. So
Yeah, that's all on the budget.
yeah, exactly. None of that is in the budget. So we simply send them either a DVD or we've got a press screener, an online press kit, or a DCP, which is a digital cinema package that's on a fly drive, and send it to them. So fired, you know what I'm talking about.
So what do you think is going to come next? Because they've done the two shorts, which were both really good,
Yes.
but they were really far apart.
They were very far apart. The first one took about 4 years to make, and then Oceanmaker.
So what's going to be next?
You'll have to tune in and see. I'm not really at liberty to
Is
say.
it horror, sci-fi, drama?
It's a continuation of the Oceanmaker world, and we've been working on the treatment for that already.
So are you guys going to kind of develop into something more than a short, like maybe a series or a full movie?
Yes.
You're going to actually have to have voices in the movie, because I don't think people are going to watch an hour and a half of...
Yes, we'll have voices.
Well, there's a lot of voice acting talent here in Texas, knowing that. So.
There absolutely is, especially here in Austin, actually. We've got, do you guys know Jim Kipping?
Yes.
Jim Kipping is the manager over at MS Communications. He does a lot of voiceover work. We've got some great voice actors here in this town.
There's also Funimation and used to be ADV crews out here, so
Yes.
lots of those guys, lots of video game talent, so yeah,
Lots and lots.
lots.
But
So-
will it be the same thing when you had dialogue? Because that's one of the things I think made it work really well was it was short, it was self-contained,
Yes.
the music and no dialogue, it was emotional.
Yes.
I don't want to hear, oh, I'm going down, I want to hear,
Well, you didn't even hear that. Well, you did actually a little bit in our film. You saw
yeah.
there was some going down.
I was gonna say it was like, what about instead of a full-length movie, would you do like a series, just like a 13-run series, like short-lived TV series?
I'm going to tell you that it depends on Lucas, our director, on the direction that he wants to take it. Just because you've got something in treatment doesn't necessarily mean, that you're writing a treatment doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be either a full-length film or a series. And also there's investors to talk to, and we'll just see.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and we'll see what's best for the story and for the world.
Well, I hope we see more of it. I love his work. I loved hanging out with you guys watching this thing and having a good time.
Thank you. Can I tell everyone when it's screening again?
Yes, we want to know when they can go watch it at South by Southwest.
Okay, so we're actually having 2 more screenings of the Texas Shorts program. The next screening will be on Tuesday, March 17th at the Topfer at Zach from 1:30 to 3:15 p.m. And actually, we're having a Texas filmmaker get-together at the Barton Springs Saloon after that, so feel free to come to that. And then next Thursday, the 19th, at the Vimeo Theater at the Austin Convention Center at 8:30 p.m.
So make sure you go out there and watch it. If you don't like the other ones, I promise you will like Oceanmaker. I'm an animation fanatic as it is, and I loved it. And it was a great deal of fun to watch.
Thank you.
Sky Pirates.
You can't go wrong with Sky Pirates unless...
The phrase Sky Pirates is used in the description, guys.
yeah.
You gotta kind of watch it now.
All right, so thanks for being back on the show again.
Thank
I'm
you
pretty
for
sure we'll
having
see
me.
you a whole lot more in the future.
We will see each other some more.
And have a great time at South by Southwest.
Hey, have a good South by.
We will.
Have a good South by, everyone. Thank you.
Stay tuned for more after this.